today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. K.J. Wright able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. He's going to loft it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Carr completes it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
At the 36-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Carr. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
On play action, now Carr. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 9-yard line, second and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll They'll look to throw again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And the Panther first down.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Number 21, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
36-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
That's good.
First target, first catch, and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Carr again. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. Max Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game.
For the point after.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier, brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
First and 10.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K.J. Wright in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 31. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Hopkins. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
To throw again. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in Foxborough. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Now they've completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Carr to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 24-yard down. And the Patriots within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them play run. That's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
He's brought down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
The ball carried by number 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down. These guys are...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. Muscles him off. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
The pass.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
10 yards on the play. It's now
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 7-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they can't bring him down. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Goal to go.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start down?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Panthers, This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Morris. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
So
9.
trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Brought down back.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9.
From the gun, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
The 2nd down.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Caught right side. Tate. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. That quarterback.
They expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. From midfield, here's Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
And nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
The turnover on Jones.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Barkley, the ball.
There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On first down, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Barkley on the carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. 15 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
He was brought
Give
down.
him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He was brought
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Dancing to his left. That'll be complete to Breida. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Mac Hollins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
44, Mike, 44. I got one.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
3-yard line.
Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Single receiver. Hey,
From the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's Daniel Jones fighting Evan Ingram. And the Giants add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. First down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Going to the air, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On first down, here's Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The tackle made by Dexter.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Breida on the draw. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Now, that's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Caden Smith, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Returnable for Grant. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Going deep here for Parker. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 48 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now. Now Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury.
Dolphins 13. Giants.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That is on the return. The Giants.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jones now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
4 yards.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. It's brought in left side by Tate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Shepard. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants' 1st down. Jones, off play action. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
But I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They run again with Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate with time running out. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. He'll run it.
Get that swagger, y'all.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end.